It is the last week of 2020, and Art and I have been taking some time to review our goals from 2020, and as we look forward to 2021, figuring out what things we want to accomplish, how we want to accomplish it, and just making goals generally for 2021. And I wouldn't say these are resolutions per se, just using this time of this week between Christmas and New Year's to analyze how did 2020 go. And 2020 for us had some great accomplishments in it. Definitely had some things we'd like to improve on. So if you can't tell where we are, we're down in the basement. And we've got some changes we want to make for 2021, and I'm going to let Art tell you about those.
About 6 months ago we got this freezer, and it's helped out a lot. We've managed to fit a lot of stuff in there, and we got a lot of good deals in there. You know,
yes, we have.
Very inexpensive food when you buy a whole bunch. This here, it's a little embarrassing. A whole stack. Well, in a way it's embarrassing. In a way it's pretty impressive. This is our stuff that we canned this year, and the reason it's on the floor is we were going to make new shelves. The shelves are, well, they could use improvement.
Yes,
and,
definitely.
Yeah, we could fit more shelves in here to fit more food, but anyway, it's not going to happen this year, and it probably won't even happen next year, maybe 2022. The reason why is I am determined to get the kitchen finished this year.
Yay!
And it's hard to do it with all, well, you can see all the junk egg curtains and
okay, so this is his router table
on my equipment.
What is that over there?
It's
the table saw?
Table saw. That's what I use for tenons.
Is that a bandsaw?
Yes. And anyway, all my tools have junk on them. So anyway, I need to get organized. So what I'm going to do, these are coming off the floor. They're going on here where they will stay for another year, and then next year we'll reevaluate, probably build new shelves.
Okay, so here's the scoop on this. You know, I know we get a lot of questions. What's your storage area like? Well, this is the good, bad, and ugly. These boxes down here are rings, lids, and just kind of miscellaneous things here. And then we've got, you can see we've got a whole ton of empty jars here. Well, some large serving pans got put over there. And then we've got a bunch of empty jars up here. And then that shelf, we've eaten most of that down. I'm not sure what's in all those boxes, if those are empty jars or just leftover. I think
those are jars and various other things having to do with canning and food preparation.
So if we were able to remove some of these, particularly the empty jars, and stack the fresh food on them, we'd be able to see what we had a little bit better, and then I think that would just be easier too, Art.
Right. And also there's a lot of weight on here. That's a little concern. So I want to build them a little stronger so they can handle the weight.
The night the jars fell.
Well, that would be bad. We'd lose so much.
Oh, I know. That would be awful.
So anyway, let's hope that doesn't happen. But anyway, what I want is to get this area so I can do my woodworking again. And over there, it is, well, it's pretty bad also. If you remember, we cleaned this up last year, and, well, it was not that bad, but it got bad over the year.
Yep.
So we have some more work to do.
This is all the lumber that we bought really inexpensively.
I'll turn on the light
So,
for
you know, that's fabulous. That's Art's planing jig that just got,
Yes,
you know,
got
misplaced.
misplaced.
And we were talking that his equipment here,
These shelves are, these are coming out. It just collects junk and junk piles up. And I won't mention any names. We have one child that loves to come down here, grab a tool off of my thing, and go use it, and then, well, if he eventually puts it away, it ends up on the table. So anyway, we have to work on that.
yes, absolutely.
So stuff stacks up here. It's bad. It needs to get dealt with.
And if you're worried about Art not having a workbench, right back here is a really large workbench right there. So we're thinking we want to clear that off, that be his primary workbench space, and then be able to put his big equipment right here.
Yeah, I want a larger area to work with woodwork, because when you run a board through the saw, you need room to maneuver. You don't want to hurt yourself because everything's too cramped. So anyway, I'm going to clear this out and make this more of a usable work area so I can work faster. And I am going to get those kitchen cabinets done this year, or next year.
So what's your plan for tonight?
Tonight is work on the canned goods in the shelf over there. Try to get those organized so that I have a place to work over there, and then stuff is going to start getting. I'm going to work my way through the basement, cleaning up as I go.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan. Okay,
Yes.
let's get going.
Let's get going.
So while Art is working down on the basement, I am upstairs working on some editing, and we're going to see who can finish first. I don't think Art's actually going to end up finishing, but we're going to see how much he can get done while I'm working on this. I'll run downstairs in a few minutes. We'll get a progress report and see how things are going. I was just working on editing our next video, and I totally realized that we didn't go to the post office today. We have something from Daggett, Michigan. So Art had me look up where Daggett, Michigan is, and it's like on the other side of the Great Lakes.
It's in the Upper Peninsula. I love the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Carnival squash. I so enjoyed this squash this year. It is really sweet and creamy and beautiful color from the Upper Michigan. Merry Christmas, Parsnips and Parsimony.
Oh, they must be, are they like a heirloom?
I don't know.
They probably are if they saved the seeds.
Carnival squash is small to medium size, averaging 12 to 17 centimeters in diameter, and is round and squat with deeply furrowed ridges, light brown stem. The thick skin has a cream-colored base and variegated spots and stripes, hues of white, orange, yellow, and green. It'll keep up to a month when stored uncut in a cool, dark place. So this would be your early fall, late summer, early fall crop, because it doesn't store as long. I'm halfway done editing. I'm gonna go see how Art is doing. Yes, we're doing a race, and we're seeing how much progress we can make. So let's see how far he's gotten. I don't know if I can successfully get over the garbage at the bottom of the stairs without tripping. How's it going?
Well, the garbage at the bottom of the stairs is garbage that needs to go in the trash.
I know, that's a good sign.
And
Are we okay double upping that stuff on those shelves?
double upping what?
The canning jars, so it doesn't melt away, or is that?
Right there?
Yeah.
That should be fine. Those are just empty canning jars there. Boxes of empty canning jars.
Oh, these are empty here?
Yes.
What about, yeah, and these are probably just, that's okay.
Yep.
Wow, it looks so pretty, Art.
It does. We have a lot more to put on there. So,
Wow, that's hard to believe we've done so much.
yeah, well, some of this, a few of these things didn't get used from previous years. So we're going to have to use those up.
Over here we had something really strange happen a couple weeks ago. So obviously we have a pretty old basement floor. I have no idea how old the, concrete is down here. But when we bought this house, we had to put in some lolly columns to put in some supports here. You're talking, what, 110?
Well, it's because we had to jack up the wall above it because they did something really stupid. They cut out a wall.
Yeah.
We had to put the wall back.
A load-bearing wall.
Right. We had to put the wall back in there, but we had to jack it. We had to support this before we put the wall in there, or else it probably would have collapsed the basement.
Ugh, that would have been bad.
Yes.
So anyways, we had to, the contractor ended up digging down. I don't remember why, but he dug down a little bit, and this is not thick concrete. Well, earlier, 6 weeks ago, suddenly this giant hole developed right here. And it happened twice. Not just once, but twice.
I think an animal got in here. It needed a way out, so it dug a hole right there. It found some dirt.
You think it was in here first?
I think so.
I don't know. We were baffled by it all.
It was a little creepy, though.
Yeah, it was, because it was a hole.
It was a big
hole.
good size hole.
Yeah, it was not. We're not talking mouse here. We're talking bigger.
Squirrel.
So whatever, it is gone. The hole's not. We have some of our chicken feed down here, and we were trying to keep an eye on that to make sure nothing got into that. But whatever it is, seems to be gone. Really weird. These are the stories of an old home. Another reason to have shelving, keep your food up high. Obviously, canning jars are pretty impervious to gnawing critters. I don't think they couldn't ever get into them, could
They'd
they?
have a hard time.
Really hard time. Plastic, on the other hand,
They could
certainly.
push one off the shelf and then eat the smashed stuff.
Yeah, it would be like the rats of Nim, where they got smart and they learned how to creatively do electricity and all that. Have you guys read that book?
No.
That was a fun book to read. It's elementary, probably 4th grade-ish. It's called The Rats of Nim. It was one that we had gotten in, I want to say it was from the school garage sale that we bought earlier this year. I really enjoyed it. It was just really easy, fun, and I'm going to have my kids read it because I think they're going to love it too. Check it out. Book recommendation here, Rats of Nim. Art's looking good. I don't think he's going to finish before I finish editing.
No.
But I'll be back, Art. I'll check your progress in a little while.
This is going to be a multiple day project.
Now, if it's only multiple days, that's really good for us.
Yeah, well, I want to get started at the first of the year on the cabinets, so if I can get this done and ready, but then let's see, it's the 28th today, so 20, 29, 30, 31.
You might be able to do it.
4 more days.
But we also have bad weather coming in, so.
Good, I love bad weather.
Might mean we're just stuck home. All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
Art took a break from his cleaning and organizing in the basement, and he's checking out my video before I save it and upload it. So I'm actually just editing our Christmas Eve video, and these I put a lot of time and effort into because the kids love watching our holiday episodes. So really want to make sure they're well done because the kids will go back, and these are where our kids make their memories. I mean, even though they live through the event, they love rewatching their special holidays. Well, it's 11 o'clock and my video's done.
Okay.
Let's see if we see any improvement down here.
Got this area cleaned up. This is the
definitely
flower.
better.
What?
That's definitely better.
Yes. This is the flower. I put the flower right at the bottom of the stairs because we
You go through a lot of flour.
Every 3 or 4 days. So this is done here. We neatened up a few other things, and that's what we have for today.
All right, I think that looks better.
Tomorrow I will try to get this area cleaned up, and then our bulk food section. So
hey, you made progress,
Art.
Art.
Plow our way through.
Absolutely, that's progress. We haven't made progress down here in months.
No.
That's a good thing.
So.
All right, with that, we're going to end the video. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you guys are working on cleaning. I guess we're just getting a head start on our January cleaning and purging. But let me know in the comments or on the community page what you guys are working on. I'd love to be inspired by hearing some of your stories. And we'll see you for our next video. Good night.